This is Sarah Angel. I'm back to talk about sections 4 through 6 of my lesson plan. Okay, section 4. What activities have you planned? Intro and modeling. At the beginning of the lesson, I will show the students a video of different types of natural and human-made disasters that have happened around the world. After the video, I will let the kids think aloud about the different types of natural or human-made disasters that they have seen or heard about. I will then share with the students of how natural disasters brought me much closer to the people in my community and how volunteering with the disaster relief team changed my life for the better. Guided practice. After splitting the classroom into small groups, I will go around to each group and make sure they are on the right track and understand what is expected of them. Independent practice. I will assign each group of students a different city, state, or country to study that has had a natural or human-made disaster. The students will work together in their groups to find ways people have helped with disaster relief in that particular area. Closing. The groups will take turns presenting to the class what all they learned about their area, which includes the type of disaster that struck the area. The groups will explain the ways the people in the area came together to support disaster relief, if the disaster relief was successful, and they will also tell the class what they think they would do in that situation. Formative assessment. I will give the students a quiz at the end of the class to test their understanding of natural and human-made disasters off of the facts that the students gave in their presentations. Why have you chosen this activity? I chose this activity because it completely agrees with the CCSS to review the key ideas expressed in the lesson and have the students explain their own ideas and understanding in light of the discussion. The students will be able to show their knowledge of the subject after these activities are completed. Section 5, Materials. What instructional materials will you use, if any? I will use the National Geographic Top 10 Natural Disasters movie. I will use a projector. I will use pencils and paper. Why have you chosen these materials? I've chosen these materials because they will bring about the best outcomes of learning for the lesson. The lesson will revolve around the video. It will be very informative and interesting. The projector is needed to project our movie for the class to see. The pencil and paper will be used in the small groups for brainstorming and sharing ideas. They will also be used for the groups to write down what they have learned along with what they would contribute to relief efforts so they can present their information to the class. Section 6, Evaluation. How and when do you plan to evaluate student learning on the content of this lesson? I will evaluate the students after the lesson is complete and after each group is presented. I will give the students a quiz based off information given at the beginning of the class as well as during the presentations. Why have you chosen this approach for evaluation? With this approach for an evaluation, I will see how many students grasp the concept of the topic. I will know whether we need to go back over the material or if we can move on to the next lesson. Thanks so much for listening.